Did someone say steak? Hey, Micah. Oh, yeah. Perfect. 5 minutes will probably make a lot of, will be a lot closer, but I'll keep the shot up. All right, Facebookers, I'm sure you are about it as excited as I am about getting back over this fire. I see the numbers kind of piling up right now. The big thing that's changed today, besides the acreage and the fire moving to the other side, let's say the big change that we're seeing up here is some real unusual smoke patterns. It's going to be very difficult to shoot the way we have been, meaning where we get up to about 10,000 feet and then kind of look down at stuff, because of what you're seeing right there. Apparently there is higher humidity. I guess there's some kind of hurricane off the shore coast of Baja, bringing humidity up into this area, and that humidity is kind of mixing in with that smoke, and it's creating these shelves of clouds, cloud smoke that is really, really dense and really, really thick. Actually, it creates shade in some spots, making it like extremely dark, like over by Lake Elsinore, the foothills of Lake Elsinore right now. So that's kind of different. We also know the fire continuing to burn. They're only talking about 5% containment. Those numbers, we want to see higher numbers. I mean, obviously these guys are working as hard as they can. Now it is starting to work down the hillside, getting near communities. They're starting to do mandatory evacuations, all that kind of good stuff. If you're local, turn on Channel 2. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Pat and Jeff, but don't quote me. And Channel 2 in just a couple of minutes, and you'll be able to listen in and get all the updated information. As for us in the helicopter, we saw the DC-10 here earlier. I'm sorry, we saw the MD-87 and the 747 out here earlier on. So they are bringing in the big iron and, you know, aluminum, aircraft aluminum, they really want to draw that line and kind of bring this thing to a stop before it gets to those houses. Like I said, the site picture very different this afternoon, probably because of that humidity, and again, all that smoke just kind of weighed down by the humidity, that ash, and then it creates these kind of crazy looking shelves right there. Nancy's talking about she thought it was thunderstorms. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like, but it is just the smoke from the fire. We also had information that today, folks as far away as Big Bear calling in saying, I saw smoke, I see smoke, you know, something burning near our houses, and this is from here. This is from this fire. My internet is starting to fail as we are climbing up to altitude. Christina, I will tell Brennan that you said hello, and we are trying to get, as we get a little bit closer, as we get higher up, we're going to have less and less reception. Just letting you guys know that. Yeah, I love the interaction. That's one of the reasons why I love being on Facebook. But when we're up here, I can't answer questions because I can't see the questions. So, anyways, we're getting up into altitude, and my phone is starting to fail. It hasn't said no signal yet, but I'm sure that is coming shortly. And again, fire, still about 4,100 acres plus. After Geely, copy. Also, we're in the backup today, so the camera's a little different. Actually, this was the camera I used for years and years and years and years. I just got used to the better camera. It's the same helicopter. It's a an A-Star B1. But the camera's a Cineflex, and the everything is analog. Sort of 1970. Actually, it's not 1970. It's probably early 90s. Copy. Yes, Kay. Thank you for that. It's funny. That's the. And then I see somebody saying something about cloud seeding. Definitely. I mean, that's basically what we're going to talk about when it's our turn to do our thing on this fire. We might be able to push into some of those flames right in there, but you can see how far away they are. But those are huge. Gives you an idea how big they are. There's a pickup truck right there. Well, if it's there. If it's there. Thank you, Flood. I see now we're losing the pickup truck. What? I was genuine in my comments. Hey, Brennan. 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 I'm going to need you to. Just messing with you. Just kind of stay here. I want to stay with this fire. Roof. Canyon politics. Copy. $30. Jeff and Pat. Crazy people. Standing by. All right. Jeff, Pat, they were talking about those higher temperatures and explosion of fire, and that's what we're actually seeing up here in Sky 2. Take a look at these flames, and to give you a comparison of the size of those fires, there's actually a pickup truck in the center of the screen right there. So that gives you an idea how big these flames are. Now, what we're seeing that's different from Sky 2 this afternoon, besides the firefight continuing out here, the 747, the MD-87, both out here, those are big aircraft dropping Phosgec, is all this smoke. We believe that the higher humidity has actually created a shelf out here as that smoke is getting up in the air there and mixing with that humidity, creating this shelf and actual darkness over some of these communities. That right there is going to be the community of Lake Elsinore. You actually have Lake Elsinore in the shot. Right now, the firefight continuing at 4,100 acres plus, still only 5% containment. Live in Sky 2 over the Lake Elsinore area, looking at the holy fire, Stu Mandel. Back to you two in the studio. Copy. Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir. Nope. You see two water containers on the hillside? I see one water container. Mark, stop with the, don't let logic interfere with news, okay? All right, you Facebookers that are watching us right now, or the interneters, Just giving you guys heads up what's going on right there with all the weird canyon. You don't hear the conversations, like I said. Those voices in my head. The desk was actually talking. Apparently one of our reporters is down there. We were trying to see how close those flames were actually to some of those homes. Just, just doing news stuff. Yep. Okie dokie. I don't know about the evacuations. Hey guys, can you just brief me on the evacuations? Hang on, everybody's talking to me at the same time now. What are we restricted about? So basically this is where we sit. All right. Hey Flood, what's up? No, wait. Mark's talking at me. All right, Vicar Canyon. I'll tell if I say anything, I'll talk about Vicar Canyon. Gobby, thank you. What's up, Jeff? Sorry, what's up, Jeff? What? Oh man, we didn't see the DC-10. Oh, we did. We said the 747. No, we didn't see the DC-10. We saw the MD-87 and the DC-10. I mean, and the 747. 747 and MD-87. All right, copy. Is it right out of the break? Hey, Brennan. Yeah, never mind. You know exactly what I need. Thank you. Minute 40 away. Copy all. Thank you. This is really a minute away. This is really a B1. This is really a B1. Were you just messing with me? I thought everything was B2s. B2s. Ten away. Well, Pat, Sky 2 usually up very high looking down at the fire, but take a look at this. See this really thick smoke? We're unable to get to those locations and look down at the fire. So today we actually have to look underneath that huge shelf of smoke out here. You were just talking about some evacuations. We know Vicar Canyon is one of those neighborhoods that is under mandatory evacuation. We're going to use the camera to kind of push in underneath the smoke down here. You see some of those homes down there in that shot. We believe that's going to be the Vicar Canyon area, and you can actually see the flames on that hillside making their way down towards those homes. Hopefully they'll be able to stop them before they get there. The smoke really exploded today as the fire is the higher temperatures, and the fire really started to make a move once again. Day 3 of the Holy Fire. Live in Sky 2, I'm Stu Mandel. Back to you two in the studio. What? What? I like what you're doing with it, man. It looks great. So for your Facebookers, if you guys are still with us, thank you. 5:30, 15 minutes or so. Let me see if... So just giving you guys a little perspective. That is the skid of our helicopter. No, I'm just joking. That's going to be Lake Elsinore right there. And so you can kind of see that, you know, the distance this thing has really moved. And that thick shelf of smoke. I mean, maybe it's just me, but I just find this to be amazing. We've been watching, like a lot of times when these fires happen, the smoke kind of goes straight up and to really high altitudes and then kind of moves along with the winds up high, winds aloft. But what we're seeing today is this really bizarre, just low hanging, you know, smoke, extremely dense and just hanging over these neighborhoods down there. It must feel like I've been in situations that are close to this. I've never done something this large, but I can just imagine it probably feels warm with the air because of that hot smoke and just kind of compressing everything down there. It does block out the sun, but it's still an unusual feeling for sure. This fire is still raging, 5% containment, actually kind of nothing. But they are working to get those numbers up, and especially now that it's moving closer and closer to homes. But Why can't we go any farther south? Just out of curiosity. Oh, okay. I don't know. Right, right, right. That's what I'm saying. And I was like, yeah. What's up? All right. Hopefully, we'll have something nifty to show. Uh, Another thing about this aircraft is it vibrates a lot, and whenever you set, your iPad down or your cell phone down, or it falls, everything falls eventually. You got to keep checking on everything to make sure it doesn't fall down. You try to wedge things between other items to. You know what? Why don't we? Can we wander out that way? Like over that? No, we can't. Okay, never mind. Yeah, let's wander out that way. Yeah, maybe like look in. You know what I mean? I. That's fine. This- so we're at 65. 65. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit. I got to play with the. Oh. So we are under the shelf of smoke. Who's that? 2 minutes live picture tease. Yeah. 2 minutes live picture tease. We got no flame. No flame from this direction. Well, I got that, but I don't think that's going to be anything to show. You, all right. I don't. All right. Let me know. All right. Low. Like that? Careful, because I'm going to go wide. I don't want to get the skid in the shot. I'm sorry, Brendan. Let me know. I guess. All right, 7 seconds. Lake Elsinore does not look pretty today. Yeah, just today. I kind of liked where we were. I mean, when we do our thing, I want to be back where we were. But be careful, I got to do my 7-second pull, Brennan. Be careful, I got to do my 7-second pull. I got to do my hit or that shot that they want. "30 away, copy." I'm just hoping the horizon stayed correct. Copy. Horizon's off. Copy. All right, let's wander out more towards the freeway, please and thank you. Yeah, yeah. Because if I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to talk about the shelf and the smoke and the communities underneath it, and then I can push through and say, that's, you know, that, what is that, Wicker Canyon. Did he drop already? How long? How far out? Minute. Copy. Yeah, oh, sorry. I think the tells a story, and that works. Unless you don't, you know, I mean, if you don't feel safe flying over here, that's something different. Well, that's all we got. The BA something or another. Ten away, copy. Pat, that's one of those CAL FIRE aircraft setting up to do a drop over. He's actually just over Lake Elsinore, and that was one of the things we were noticing up here in Sky 2. 3 days ago, we were sitting over Trabuco Canyon talking about this fire. Now we're actually sitting over Lake Elsinore. This fire has traveled quite a distance, and now, as you just mentioned, is working its way into the foothills of the Lake Elsinore area. Some of these communities down here under mandatory evacuations. We know Vicar Canyon is one of the ones that's in the shot right there. That community is under mandatory evacuations. These flames still kind of moving unchecked down the hillside. You saw some of the efforts right there. Those aircraft are waiting to be led in to do drops so they can put down some flame retardant to keep these flames from moving down that hillside. 4,100 acres plus is burned, only 5% containment. This afternoon, the smoke is what everybody's been talking about. As it exploded in fire, the smoke basically didn't take off into those high plumes. It kind of just laid over this area. Where it's about 6,500 feet, and you can see we are about right at the top of this smoke plume, but it completely covers up the whole Lake Elsinore area and obviously moves well off to the north. Right now, though, the firefight continues, and hopefully these homes will be safe later on this evening. Live in Sky 2 over the Lake Elsinore area, looking at the Holy Fire. Stu Mandel, back to you two in the studio. Look at that, new homes. Ooh, who's he? Oh, he's the same one. Hey, Micah. Oh, somebody, you know, it's funny. The last number that I got was 4,100 acres, and somebody's just tweeting me right now that it's 6,100 acres. Obviously, I said 41, but that was the last update that I had gotten. Sorry. I'll make sure I said it correctly on the next one. Oh, we got fire now. We got fire. What is that? Oh, it's a helicopter. Looks like a Long Ranger. American made. Oh, somebody's asking where this fire is. Nowhere near Magic Mountain. That is correct. Everybody's talking about Magic Mountain. Yeah, this is definitely nowhere near Magic Mountain. We are in Orange County / Riverside County. We're over, actually, helicopter sitting over Lake Elsinore right now. Popular. I don't see the problem with that. But then again, I'm not that guy. Exactly. And that's dying out. No. Yeah. This camera doesn't shoot that high up. We're only at 65, dude. Nothing can wake you up. I always point at Brendan and say, wake all the way up. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Nothing can stop me. Wake all the way up. Yeah, why? Well, what if I want to plug my charger into it? I'm probably going to poop out. This is an old one. This is the first thing I gave to Helen when I started working here. Yeah. I couldn't believe that there was nothing in the helicopter to charge anything. I have it. Oh, you can't see it. I'm holding it. I'm holding it. That's it. What? What'd you drop? Oh, just give it to me. That's mine. Well, thank you, Brennan. All right. And then all the power in the helicopter went out. Then all the power in the helicopter went out. Well, kind of an interesting thing in itself. Oh, there's my iPad. I could shut that off, actually. I need it later. $6,100 acres, not 4,100 acres. Welcome to my world. It was the smoky town of Elsinore. I just want to see who these guys are. Jet skiers. Yeah. Hang on. You are correct, sir. Wasn't that the one that crashed into the swamp in Florida? MD-87. Something about oxygen tanks or something, I forget. Dying here. I want to hear I do's and no I cans. Simon Desk. I love you, Brennan. No, no, man, you don't know. You don't know. All right, game starts at 6. They got 10 minutes to fill the stadium. Holy fire. Vicka Canyon. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm enjoying this. Yeah, it's nice, man. The seat's more comfortable. I don't have that booster seat in the back of the 2.9. You're a big flare-up. We're going to start that now. A bleed through from that from somebody else on our radios. Ugh. Hey, Brennan, are we all the way up? Just think, 2 more days of this, and you get 2 days. You get 3 days off. I get 2 days off. Cleanup continues. 12 structures destroyed. Did you know that? 12 structures. 12 structures. Yes. I want him. Nikki won't let me get him. Yeah. Oh, no. Not my chickens. Wow. Good idea. Yes, I do, Dan. Two minutes. We'll be here, most likely. We're looking at the north end of the Holy Fire, but you can say we are over Lake Elsinore. Whatever. You are right. South end. You gonna make the turn? There you go. Robble, 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 robble. Copy out. Copy. Thank you. Ooh, big flames. Pat, just seeing another big flare-up of fire out here on the far southern end of the Holy Fire. You can see some of those flames right there. Let's take a look at some of this smoke. On Monday, we started this fire. We started covering this fire over the Trabuco Canyon area. Today, we're actually right over Lake Elsinore. And look at the smoke this afternoon. Apparently, there was a huge explosion of fire, and the fire's made another run this afternoon. 6,100 acres plus is what they're saying right now, and the smoke this afternoon just covering the Lake Elsinore area. Now, there's a lot of these communities that they're talking about under mandatory evacuations in the foothills of the Lake Elsinore area are right here underneath this smoke. The smoke this evening, we're about at 6,500 feet, and we're right about at the tops, and some of it is actually lower than that. You can see how the smoke just falling down off the mountainside, covering this neighborhood this afternoon. Now, we're also hearing that some of this smoke is being smelled and seen as far away as Big Bear. Live in Sky 2 over the Lake Elsinore area, I'm Stu Mandel. Back to you in the studio. Yes, just you. Just you. But just think how you won't be aging. I don't know. Why did you engage in conversation with the other pilots? Well, there you go. Who's Jim? Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't distract him. So he'll be here when? When is he start? Monday, when you're going to take the day off? Ton of cocaine. What? What do you got? Well, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. Where's Flood? We need Flood. Flood was saying, did we see the DC-10 today? Are they dropping like on the north side of the fire? All right. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Oh, big fire. Big fire. How are they not going to do that? How are they not going to make it so that the rates are going to go up? That Egregious. Oh, let's see if the game started. Really? Oh, there it is. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're in the TFR. Yeah, I know. I got it. All right, the game has started. Huge turnout this afternoon.